Hello Gemini, this is EJ with your reading from June 9 through the 15th of 2025, and we start out with the Six of Pentacles. But before I go into the Six of Pentacles, as I was shuffling and meditating, I saw like worry, stress, like feeling like you had to carry a heavy burden, but I felt like you were coming towards the end of it, because I also saw options of maybe an opportunity being offered to you or a new path to go down. But there was definitely some kind of decisions, and I did see that whatever you might be feeling like you've been carrying for so long, I feel like that's going to come to an end soon. Let's go ahead and get into the reading. Six of Pentacles is generosity, right? It's giving and receiving. Could be giving and receiving of money, time, offers. It could be a lot of different things for us with that Six of Pentacles. But it's also seeing the positive side, trying to see the positive side of things, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, trying to see the positive side to your situation, to your finances, to your business, your career. But definitely I feel like there is going to be some kind of opportunity that is coming your way. I do see things are going to get better for you, and I see things are going to balance out for you, okay? But like I mentioned before, I feel like if you have been feeling like you just because right now, just getting into the reading, my shoulders feel very tensed, and it could be because that was that worry that I felt like you were just coming to, like you're at the end of everything, right? You're just like, I can't bear it no more, I can't do this no more, I need something to happen. And then I feel like an opportunity is going to come in for you. And again, I do feel like you are going to have to make some choices and decisions of the direction that you're going to move into. Yes, look at that, the Star card, Aquarius energy. I love it because the Star card is all about faith and hope and balance and really, trying to find that. And I did see you, again, with the Six of Pentacles and this, I see you trying to be more positive on your situation and the direction you're going in. And I do feel like you are going to be inspired and guided to move in a direction that might feel scary. It might feel overwhelming, because that's also the energy I'm picking up in, when I was shuffling and meditating, was, an overwhelming of decisions and things that needed to get done is what I saw as well. But I feel like with this, you definitely know that you are being guided and inspired. Know that there's a lot of hope and inspiration that's going to be surrounding you. And I do feel like people are going to acknowledge your talents and your gifts and the way that you express yourself and the way that you do things. I see acknowledgement, and I do see financial opportunities coming your way, whether it is in a business or a career or employment offer or investment here. I see that coming into fruition for you, okay? And again, I feel like you are headed towards better times, and I do feel like things are going to get better for you and easier for you if they haven't already. But definitely is looking better for you. Just keep, stay grounded and have faith and have hope, and don't lose sight of what you want, right? Of what you're trying to accomplish. Don't lose sight of that. I feel like a lot of us, we can give up very easily because of the frustration and the worry and the stress, and especially when we don't see our path clearing up or the situation looking any better, then all of a sudden it comes out, and all of a sudden I feel like it happens, right? You start to see it, and that brings you hope because you see a little bit of the light. All right, Lover's card, Gemini, here you are. I mentioned about decisions, and here we are with the Lover's card, being faced with decisions and knowing that you are going to make the right decision here because you're being guided to make that decision, right? You're being led. It's like you're being led to the water to drink it, right? It's the fountain of blessings. And I feel like you are going to make good decisions here. And you are, whether it's about partnerships, relationships, career, business, whatever it might look like, I do feel like and I also feel like you do need to be clear about what it is that you want, the direction that you're going in. What is your true desire? What is your passion? And then make those decisions, also with logic, okay? Empress, look at that. Look at that. you're making the decisions of something that you're trying to manifest here, especially with the Empress showing up, because the Empress is all about abundance, right? It's like your life is going to be so abundant, it's not even funny. Your life is going to improve in a dramatic positive way, because remember, I see at the beginning I told you that you were starting to see things, you're starting to feel more positive, see things more positive. And I feel like with that, it's going to allow you to accomplish the things that you want. And then I do feel like you're going to be very, very productive. So I do feel like you're going to be very productive in moving forward and accomplishing your goals. And I feel like you're going to be very, very happy. And I do see a lot of resources when it comes to money. I see that there's going to be a lot of growth in either a business, a career, or a job, something into that aspect. But there's an abundance coming into you, an abundance of blessings, an abundance of opportunities, an abundance of, decisions you're going to have to make. So, sorry to say, there are going to be some decisions, and I think that's the toughest part of everything, other than getting going and getting things, moving in the direction that you want. But I feel like with that, it does say, decisions are going to have to be made. Wow, look at that, the Magician. So yeah, I feel that energy of being very productive, as I mentioned earlier. I do see that you will be very productive in what it is that you want. So I see there's like, it's a time of action, it's a time of go, it's a time of let's be creative. And know that whatever you do, you're definitely being blessed. The energy that you put out there, remember, we want to make it a positive energy. We want to be positive and optimistic about what the energy that we're putting out, so that we can receive just that. But I just see that, there might be a new position coming in, or a new direction when it comes to career or money or business, something in that aspect. But I do feel like it's going to bring in a flow of money. I feel like you're going to have an abundance of again, financial blessings here. Now, I wouldn't be surprised if the Ten of Pentacles showed up, but I feel like, again, you're definitely being guided and prepared for something much bigger than you can imagine. Yeah. Let me do a quick shuffle, because a ton of cards just flew out. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini? We have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. Now, the Page of Pentacles, now I see that there's going to be news that's coming into you, and it's good news when it comes to money. Now, you are, again, going to have to make some kind of decision, but I see that this is definitely an overflow. I do see this may come in maybe a job opportunity. It could come from a business, a promotion, a raise, but I see some communication coming in. And again, you are going to have to make a decision, but I feel like you're going to make the right decision, because we see that here, and that decision is definitely going to lead you in a path in a life of an abundance. I see a life of an abundance. Now, I know that some of you might already be on that track, and others of you, you're not there yet, but you're getting there, okay? Especially those of us that have been like in a struggle, those of us who have felt like we just can't take another walk with this heavy brick on our back, right? Like we need to release that in order to be able to see, to lift our head up, to see the direction we're going in, and to see the light. But I see that is definitely going to happen for you. I would not give up. Do not give up on something you've been working on. Again, I'm really getting that you don't see this coming, and it's coming in such a big way. It's going to be mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing. This life of abundance that you're going to be living. Mind-blowing, you guys. But truly amazing. All right, Spirit, what else for Gemini, please? Yep, 8 of Wands. Fast energy. Some of you, this could take up to 8 weeks. But I see communication coming in. I see fast energy coming in here, because we do have that 8 of Wands. I feel like things are going to start to manifest for you in such a big way. I can't even express how big it's going to be, but it is mind-blowing big, okay? There's a lot of news that's coming in, maybe possible travel. But know that a lot of your projects and plans and creations are blessed. The hand of God is upon it. And I feel like with that, that's all we need, right? That is all we need, because with that, it's going to allow us to have the blessings of our hard work, right? Because I see you working really hard. I see you being very productive and trying to make ends meet, trying to make it happen, right? That was like that song from Mariah Carey, Make It Happen. If you haven't heard it, the struggle is there, and then you got to keep going and believing and not lose faith. And wow, you know, amazing blessings can come through from that, but it's not without the hard work, you guys. You know, sorry to say. What else, Spirit, for Gemini? What else for Gemini, please? What else for Gemini? The Hierophant, see? Have faith and believe. This is Taurus. The Hierophant is Taurus energy. But have faith and believe that your situation can and will turn around. It could be, because we do have the Hierophant, this could be a job opportunity that's coming in for you. But I feel like you showing commitment towards your goals, they will become a reality, okay? You just need to keep taking action. You know, when we sit there and do nothing, we get nothing. But when we sit there and actually do the thing, go, we take action with what we have and we make it happen, then things start to unravel for you, right? Things start to unfold in a big way. I do feel like there's going to be some kind of advance in career or business, but there is going to be a big flow of money coming in. Major blessings, I don't even know. I'm lost for words. And you know, Geminis, we're never lost for words. We got an answer for everything. I don't have an answer, but I do have, I'm lost for words, but I do know that the faith and the action is going to take you a long way. Without, Spirit, for Gemini. Because I did see when I was shuffling like a new path or a new journey, a new direction. So, and it looked very promising. And here it is. Here's, you know, the cards are not lying here. It's telling you exactly what you need to hear and what you need to do. Especially if you're, you know, instead of sitting worrying and biting your fingernails, it's all about, you know what, I'm going to roll up my sleeves. I'm going to make this happen. Whether it's trying to look for a job. I know right now it's tough trying to get a job. Or maybe you're trying to build a business or some kind of side hustle to help you with your, you know, with your everyday needs, your financial needs. That one thing could be a blow up for you and a creative business for you. So whatever idea you have, put it into action, you guys. Put it into action. I see somebody writing. I see a pen on paper writing. Maybe you're going to be writing. I don't know, but I feel like whatever it is, it's going to be a true blessing. Spirit, what else, please? I know that you are going to get the clarity. I see that here. I see that you're going to get clarity of what feels right to you, like an intuitive notion or emotion, and I feel like you're going to just keep going, right? You're going to keep going. Ten of Cups, extreme happiness and joy. Some of you might be moving to a place that feels like home. Some of you might be moving with family, but it's extreme joy and happiness. You're going to be very content in this new direction that you're moving towards. And I'm just saying direction. It could be a job. It could be a business. It could be a relationship, whatever it might be for you. But it looks very, very good. I'm telling you, you're going to be living the big life. Eight of Cups. It's time to move on. It's time to move towards your goals. It's time to make things happen because you want something better, because you deserve something better. You're moving towards that life of abundance. Look at that, 2 8s right there with that Eight of Cups, because that Eight of Cups is like, I don't want to be in this situation no more. Let's make this happen. Let's believe that we can make this happen and we can live a better life, but figure out what that looks like for you, okay? But I do see that you are departing something, and I feel like things are going to there's going to be solutions here. There's going to be solutions to your situation, and they're big. So let's go ahead and let's clarify. Divine Universe, Holy Spirit, Guardian Angels, let's clarify this reading for the zodiac sign of Gemini. Let me close this window, and I'm going to roast to death because these children are loud. All right, hopefully you will not hear them, but they're always yelling. And there are just two little boys that live next door that are super loud. And their grandfather is always yelling at them. Not that you needed to know that, but that's why I need to close the window. I'm just going to roast to death for you guys because it is hot today in Oregon. All right, let's go ahead and clarify. Spirit, what is this Eight of Wands about for Gemini? What is this Eight of Wands about for Gemini, please? What is this Eight of Wands about for Gemini? Wow. The Death card. Change and transformation that is coming. It's going to mark an ending. It's going to bring a new beginning. All you need to do is be patient and do the thing, right? Make it happen. So whatever difficult things that you've been going through, heavy burden, stress, worry, all of that, it's coming to an end. I told you that in the beginning of the reading. That's what I felt. That's what I saw, because I kind of saw you with your head down and like you could barely walk. There it is. There's your change. There's your transformation. Major, major changes ahead for you in a big, grand way that you are going to live a blessed life. A blessed life of abundance, of joy, of extreme happiness. All right, Spirit, let's talk about the Six of Pentacles. What is this all about? The Six of Pentacles for Gemini, please. What is that all about? We have the Ace of Pentacles. Wow. So this is definitely letting me know that you're going to have an opportunity that is going to be offered to you. This is a financial opportunity. So there's a prosperity and abundance. This is physical, material things, right? There's rapid growth, whether in your business or your career or a job. There's new opportunities that can be offered to you, but here it is. Something is going to be offered to you, and with that, it's going to bring you that abundance that I've been telling you about. My goodness, this is such an amazing, amazing reading already. I just feel like we should leave it alone and just keep going. But let's go ahead and see. All right, Spirit, what about, let's talk about the Hierophant. What is that all about? What is the Hierophant all about, please? What is this Hierophant all about for Gemini? Hierophant, what's this all about, please? What is this Hierophant all about? Ooh, it's hot up in here. What is this Hierophant all about, please? We have the Eight of Wands. Look at that. We have the Eight of Wands twice. Now, the Eight of Wands, as you know, it's all about movement, right? There's progress, there's communication, but it's fast. So, new opportunities, news, progress, good fortune, good opportunities, if I haven't already said that, but amazing when it comes to your business, when it comes to your career, when it comes to jobs. There is something amazing coming your way. You guys, don't give up. Keep applying, keep working hard if you're looking for that promotion. I mean, I feel like Geminis you don't even need to tell Geminis that, because we are very hardworking and we can do so many tasks at one time, that people notice us, and that's us without trying. Now, if we really tried, I mean, we would be mind-blowing, right? I mean, go Geminis. I love being a Gemini. I would not want to be no other sign. No. Okay. Let's talk about the Empress. What is this Empress all about for Gemini, please? What is this Empress all about for Gemini, please? The Empress, what is this all about? Okay, we have the Page of Pentacles, Virgo, Capricorn, or a Taurus. And again, the Page of Pentacles brings us a news. There's communication about money. Now, with this Page of Pentacles, it does say that, you know, there's going to be a lot of gains, right? And it might be small gains, but it's going to be a lot of that. And I feel like this could be something that you're creating. So if, again, this may be a business, maybe a job, I don't know, but I see like, I really feel like this is a business, you guys, because I feel like, or maybe you're selling something, I don't know, but I feel like, because I see like exchanges of money, you know, just like a lot of it, like just maybe the teller is counting the money, because that's what I see like grab and give, like, so I don't know, it's not very clear, but that's what I'm seeing. And then we have the Knight of Cups, Scorpio, Cancer, or Pisces. Now, with the Knight of Cups, this does talk about you in search of a journey or new ideas, being very creative, right? I feel like some of us Geminis are very artistic, very sensitive, but we also could be hope, you know, like I don't want to say like a daydreamer. There we go. But I feel like, again, with all of the cards here, I see that you need to take action. I do see with this Knight of Cups, though, that you're going to be extremely happy with what's coming your way. I mean, who wouldn't? The Empress there with this Page of Pentacles, this communication about, you know, opportunities and stuff like that. Yeah, it's amazing. Let's talk about the Lovers card. What about this Lovers card, please? What is this all about, the Lovers card? This Lovers card, what is this all about, please? The Lovers card. Can you give us some insight on the Lovers card for Gemini, please? Happy birthday to all of you Geminis that are going to be having a birthday the week of the 9th through the 15th. Mine is the 11th, so I hope that we'll be celebrating this week. So happy birthday. And we're clarifying the Lovers card, and guess what we have? That's right, the Lovers card. So this is definitely you. We have a lot of decision making to make here. Balance. I feel like you really do need to balance things out to figure out what it is that you want to do. Where is it that you're going? But really find something that brings comfort, that brings balance, that brings, you know, brings you to life. Okay. I see a lot of positive energy here. I feel like some of you are going to be taking care of yourself, like just beautifying yourself or making yourself more handsome. I feel that if you meet somebody, it's like the perfect match, whether it is in a business, career, or a relationship. It's like perfect. Okay. All right, Spirit. Oop, let me grab this card that fell. And we're going to do a quick shuffle because it was face down, sideways, and I don't know which direction that should be. And when I don't know, I do not read it. All right. Let's talk about the Eight of Cups. Can we talk about the Eight of Cups, please? What is this Eight of Cups about? Six of Cups. Wow. So Six of Cups is, you know, some people say that it's like from the past, something from the past, right? And there could be something that you're walking away from the past or walking towards. Remember I said you were moving towards a place that felt like home. Maybe you grew up there. That could be a situation as well. But I do feel like there's going to be a lot of happy moments. I feel like you're going to reflect a lot with this. And I feel like because you're trying to make decisions moving forward and you really want to move ahead and you don't want the same situations, I feel that this is letting me know that, or letting us know that, you know, reflect so that you don't make the same mistakes and that you move into a direction that is going to be better for you. Because yeah, we want something better, but sometimes we can make decisions that will kind of like repeat the cycle in a different way. And then I feel like you don't want to do that. You want to do something better. Yeah, Hangman, we need to change our perspective, right? We need to be enlightened a little bit with the Hangman. I like when the Hangman comes in because, again, it's there with that Six of Cups. And that does say that, like, reflect, right? Take time. That you will not make that same mistake. So take time to think about what it is that you want, because I feel like you're in search of something better, and I feel like there might have to be some kind of sacrifice to bring progress. Hopefully that makes some kind of decision. But I feel like whatever it is that you want, you really need to weigh your options. I'm seeing like wait, like, you know, you're doing this number with your hands, like weighing your options. So I do feel like you do need to do that. Let's talk about the Ten of Cups. What is this Ten of Cups all about, please, for Gemini? What is this Ten of Cups all about for Gemini? I do feel, again, be very clear about what it is you want. Be even specific, especially if you're trying to manifest. Be very specific. All right, Spirit, what do we have for the Ten of Cups? Okay, we have the Nine of Cups. Wow, wish fulfillment, something you truly, truly desire is becoming your reality that you're going to be very, very happy with. Wow. Now, I do feel like, again, there might be some kind of challenge, and that could have been from the beginning of the reading that I talked about, where you felt like nothing was really moving forward and you couldn't see the light at the end of the tunnel. But I see this is happening because we have the Nine of Cups, and that's all about wish fulfillment. That's about moving into a direction that's going to make you extremely, extremely happy. Something that you truly desire, right? So there's a lot of success here and positive outcomes and, dreams coming to becoming true. My goodness, my words are kind of are lost here. I'm stuttering for some reason. I don't know. Maybe there's someone here that stutters and this message is for you. But yeah, I don't know. But let's see. Yeah, I think we're going to call it an end now. I think that this is very clear about what you need to do, what we need to do here, Gemini. We have a lot of decision making to do here, but I feel like you need to reflect and not repeat the past and make good decisions. I do feel like you're going to move into a time of a life of abundance and joy. Again, your wish fulfillment, whatever it is, you are making a change, and change is coming to you. You're being led, you're being guided, but you need to make decisions, right? And then you need to make it happen with inspiration, faith, and hope, and believing that you can have that outcome. Because if you make changes and you're doubting, guess what you're going to get? You're going to get that doubt. We don't want that. We need to put doubt away, fear away. We need to put laziness and indecisiveness, all that stuff, we need to put it in the trash. And we need to fill our buckets with love, with positivity, with all of those things. And when I say love, I mean love for yourself, because when you love yourself, you put that energy out, then you're going to receive such a great love. Because again, I see a small percentage of you that are going to move into a relationship that is like perfect match, perfect puzzle piece that fits, right? And others of you, I feel like you're going to move into something that is truly what you desire, and it's your calling. It's what you're meant to do. It's where you're meant to be, okay? So I hope that this was insightful. Please don't forget to hit that like and subscribe. Check out your playlist up at the corner. And as always, thank you for supporting my online business where I handmade, crochet, and do all the things myself. I'm going to be adding more stationery to my shop. So if that's something that you're interested in, you might want to check that out. In the weeks coming, because it's not there yet, but I'm going to be working on that hard this weekend. So thank you so much. Happy birthday to all of you, and let's make this happen, you guys. Let's make our dreams come true, and I'll talk to you next time.